What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z News Toy Fair Plus Part 2. That's right, my zillions. We are continuing our look at everything that went down at Toy Fair. Well, everything that I cared about. As well as other news that dropped, because not everything dropped at Toy Fair, and we're just kind of combining them. If you saw my first part, if you haven't seen my first part, go check it out. Covered a lot of stuff in that one. About 10 minutes or so worth of news. That's how I'm doing these. Kind of just going in and, you know, giving you guys a chunk at a time without being overbearing. And overbearing for me, too, because I'm still kind of recovering from being sick. And, you know, everybody's kind of sick here. So I don't want to stay away too long and make sure everybody's okay. You know what I'm saying, guys? Gotta do good for the fam as well. So, without any further ado, let's get to the news. Let's kick things off with Playmate Godzilla. And we got a tail attack Godzilla first and foremost. That looks really, really nice, honestly. Really cool looking sculpt on this one. So, I'm digging what I'm seeing here. Obviously, it's going to have some tail whipping action. You can see the joint at the base of the tail. So, some interesting thing there to start out with. Playmates has also given us a Beast glove, which I think is pretty neat, as well as some interesting looking Monarch like blind boxes. These should be very, very interesting, or blind circular thingies. So I don't know what the deal is with those yet, but that's pretty neat to get. And I know this is going to get a lot of people excited. We're getting a Frost Vark from the Monarch show. That looks very, very cool. Obviously, I think it's going to be in the regular, standard, basic line, which is good, because they've done pretty well with that line and given us a lot of great Titans. There was also a very burning Godzilla-like one on display, as well as a kind of poster color, night color Mothra. So stay tuned for more on those. NECA had one of the show-stopping pieces of the whole Toy Fair, and it got, you know, released just as Toy Fair started, and that is a Game of a Jaws figure. This is based on an old 70s Jaws toy where you stuck stuff in his mouth and tried to get it out. But this is just an amazing Jaws figure. The fact that they did it like this is so cool, so retro. I absolutely love this, and for sure, this is going to be on my get list. More from NECA, a Usagi Yojimbo by Stan Sakai, as well as the Turtles by Stan Sakai. This is so cool. I always love Stan's work, and man, to get the Turtles in his style is fantastic. NECA is also doing a Stitch figure. I believe this is from the forthcoming Stitch movie. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But it looks really, really nice. It might not be, but whatever. Either way, it is a nice looking Stitch figure as Elvis and beyond. We're also getting some more like Groman style figures from Turtles, including Shredder as a Dracula, and we've seen this already, Splinter as Van Helsing, but the Shredder as Dracula is really cool. You might have saw like Krang there before. He looks awesome. There's some really, really cool stuff coming. Now, moving over to Super 7, but keeping the theme here, Universal Monsters are getting some Reaction Plus figures. These are the O-Ring figures, so if you're into old G.I. Joe style, you're going to have some figures to look at. A third Super Kaiju figure is coming. It is Burning Godzilla. Kind of, you know, obvious that they were going to go there. Just a simple repaint. But, hey, if you liked the line, this is another one for you to get. There are also some Voltron blind boxes coming from Super 7. That is pretty cool. I really like all the different colorways they got going here. I might want to get a couple of these. And then there's a big, big bird coming in their biggest line. If you love Big Bird and you love giant vinyl figures, this might be for you. And from the Epic 2003 series, we're getting more Turtles Ultimates with Shredder and Casey Jones, a foot soldier, and a Splinter as the Wave. This is actually Wave 13 combined of the TMNT. These look fantastic. Peanuts comprise the next wave of fun figures with a Snoopy with a giant coat, as well as Charlie Brown. Gotta have Charlie Brown. And then a regular Snoopy, which looks really cute as well. Congrats to all of those backing the Transformers HasLab Leo Kaiser Tier 1 Death Cobra was unlocked, as well as a Tier 2, and that is the chain mace, which is a nice weapon for for a Leo Kaiser. So that's 2 down and a 1 to go on that. Transformers is collabing with Bear Brick. This is on the Takara side for an Optimus Bear Brick former. There's 2 kinds, one normal one and one a camo one. So if you enjoyed the Bear Bricks, this might be something for you. It's probably going to be pretty expensive though. And we are getting a Robots Spirits Mazinger X and Jet Scrander X from the Grendizer U series. This looks absolutely stunning. There was a regular Mazinger Z that was a Bandai Premium, as we talked about before, but this is a Mazinger X, so it's an upgrade, I would guess, from this series, which I haven't seen yet because it hasn't been available. But man, I love how this looks. So depending on the price, I'm probably gonna have to get this, but like, it's probably gonna be a little expensive. And keeping it in the family, Revoltech Kyoto announced another super robot, and it is the Great Mazinger, to follow up on their own Mazinger Z that they have coming up. So that's pretty awesome. Premium Collectibles is doing a massive Stay Puft Marshmallow Man diorama. This is insane. You get the Marshmallow Man with different like faces and stuff, as well as buildings. Holy cow, that's gonna be insane. Ramen Toy is cooking up something very interesting. A G2 Megatron styled tank with a driver with a helmet that looks like Megatron. That is wild. Really cool. It's gonna be like G.I. Joe size, I guess. Very nice looking, honestly. If you love G2 Megatron and I want this, stay tuned to their socials for more. Speaking of G.I. Joe, oh my gosh, how about Cold Slither? There's a Cold Slither 4-pack coming at some point. This might be SDCC exclusive, I'm not 100% sure yet, but they announced the Dreadnoks as a band that from the old show. I loved this episode, and they actually sounded really good. So I don't think I'm in, but I love the nostalgia of it. And more from a G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes and a Polar Bear 2-pack is coming out. It's another awesome episode-specific one that I really love. But, I mean, the big news for me is Articulated Polar Bear. I pre-ordered this one. I did, because I think I need to have this Polar Bear really badly. It looks really good. So, yeah, that's something I need to have. On the Marvel Legends front, there is a Daredevil figure from the new series coming out, and it looks pretty decent. And as well as an X-Force styled Archangel. Beautiful looking colors for this Archangel with the black and silver. Really nice. And then let's end off with some industry news that is major. DC and Mattel are back together. That is insane. Has a lot of ramifications. Obviously, it changes a lot of stuff for McFarlane and their big DC license. Things are going to be changing there. McFarlane already said so. Obviously, they're probably not going to be able to do the regular figures anymore, but that's a couple of years down the line. So for you guys that have been collecting the multiverse stuff, continue to do so. But DC and Mattel coming back together. More news as it happens on that. But I think a lot of folks are going to be excited on that end as well, because I mean, the old DC Multiverse line from Mattel was kind of acclaimed for a while. They had some, hiccups towards the end, but a lot of folks liked it. Anywho, that is this second part of my Toy Fair Plus coverage. Stay tuned for a whole heck of a lot more to come from Toy Fair and beyond. But for now, let me know your thoughts on any of these items. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.